All right, welcome back, everybody, to day 6, night 6. We're here at night now, and we've got Alcaraz. He's taken on Dzumhur, who a little bit of a surprise that he's here. I think a little bit of a shock that he's here. It's the last match of the day. Tiafoe is taking on Korda as we speak. Shelton will play the winner of this match, so that's a bit of fun. On the women's side of things, we've got Svitolina and Pera just starting as well. So, last matches of the day on this day. Zuma, that's it. All right. But how are we doing, chat? What's going on? Hey, Trishan, thank you for the 34 months. Appreciate that. What's going on? That hour and a half flew, by the way. I barely had time to eat. That went too quick. I was hoping. I was like, oh, yep, back on. We're back live again. We're back straight away. No time. But yeah, these two should be starting soon. He beat a Mexican challenger. Nice. Well, he has had his moments. I mean, he's been around for a while. Has had his moments. Hopefully an easy 3 for Alcaraz. It should be, right? I mean, I don't think Alcaraz is going to stuff around today. I don't think he's going to be too bothered. But then again, maybe he will be bothered. Can Shelton beat Alcaraz? Well, let's see Alcaraz get through this first. If Alcaraz gets through this, if Alcaraz can get through this match, easily, then we can talk about Shelton. Yeah, easy win for Raducanu. Pera and Svitolina are having a break-off, okay? Fair enough. By the way, let's get his name right, because I think it's Dzumhur, but I don't want to butcher it anymore.
Damir Džumhur. Damir Džumhur.
Dzumhur. Nailed it. Musetti can beat Carlos. Well, they got to play in the semis. They got a long time. Musetti's got to beat Runa first. Musetti's got to play Runa first. Yeah, Svitolina on at the moment. We'll keep an eye on her as well. It's all happening. It's all happening. Runa would beat Musetti. That's going to be interesting. Carl's wearing the golf style shirt. There's nothing wrong with that. It's great. It's good. It looks good. It looks fine to me. I don't like Carlos's shirt, but as long as he wins, I like it. But is Svitolina best player to never win a slam? I mean, she's in the conversation. She's definitely one of many. Cam doesn't look tired after so many streams. Yeah, I don't know what is wrong with him. Something's wrong. I think something's wrong with him. Something's going on. I don't know what something's up. Zverev will never win a slam. Jeez, that came out of nowhere. Okay. Okay. Feel free to tell us what you really think. Commentator's so good when I mute the live commentary and put my AirPods in and listen to you in the match and I'm watching it live. Hey, Julio, thank you for that. Sorry about my yelling and screaming. With your headphones on. Blue Sky and Svitolina is getting to another second week at a slam. Yeah. Can we just talk about Ben Shelton for a second, though? Look, we'll talk about Svitolina a lot more when she plays Paolini, but Ben Shelton has a ridiculous slam record. Like, it's getting weird. Like he is a crazy. Like he is we need to respect this. He's made the 4th round or better at every slam already, including a clay court slam, which what the hell is even that? He made the 4th round of Wimbledon. We're all expecting him to do more than that eventually. But let me just go through his slam record. He's made the 3rd round or better at the last 7 slams in a row. He's lost the first round twice. One at the US Open the first time in 22, and then one in the French Open here 2 years ago. But semi-finals Australian Open, semi-finals US Open, quarterfinals Australian Open another time, 4th round Wimbledon last year, 4th round French Open. I mean, what? He's running on like a 70-something, like I think he's like a 75% winning record or some craziness like that. It's madness. I think he's running at about a 75. Let me check. Yeah, 73% winning record at Grand Slams. And he's played a total of 10 slams. Well, this is his 11th Grand Slam appearance. It's pretty impressive across the board. Like, not just, he did well on hard courts. I mean, he's... The fact that he's in a 4th round of a clay event is crazy. I know he made Munich final, but Roland Garros is really... I mean, so many American with big serves struggled here. Andy struggled. Sampras struggled, right? I mean, some of the best. I mean, did Roddick make it past to the quarterfinals here, or did he only make the 4th round? Yeah, Roddick made 4th round one time, 2009, and he ended up losing to Monfils in straights. So Roddick made a 4th round once. Already Shelton's done that. Obviously, Roddick went on and did things that Shelton hasn't done yet, but, I mean, Ben Shelton's pretty damn impressive. I gotta be honest. Like, Slam Shelton is a thing. Slam Shelton, he doesn't always do great at 1000s, and the 500s, it depends on how he is. But at the Grand Slams, he makes it the second week. At least he makes it to the 3rd round off better every time, almost. It's like, consistency for Shelton is huge. I love it. It's so good. It's so crazy. Like, he is so consistent at the Grand Slams on the big stage. And best of 5 too, right? I mean, over 5 sets. I mean, the man can play. He's a beast. Now, we might not beat Alcaraz, but 4th round of the French, Ben Shelton, I don't think anybody was thinking that was going to happen this soon. I mean, it took Roddick nearly 10 times to do that. And he did it once, So, yeah. Ben Shelton is awesome. Tommy Paul's probably... Fritz is pretty all-round. I was going to say Fritz is all-round. He can do well on all surfaces, but Paul can do it too. We saw him on clay. But Shelton is definitely... Americans are coming up with all-rounders. Not just hard-courters or US Open players. They're coming up with, all-rounders. I'd love to see Shelton versus Fritz at Wimbledon. That would be really cool. Like a quarterfinal. That would be sick. Get the best American... Have they played? Have Shelton and Fritz played? I'm sure they have. But I would love that at Wimbledon. That would be quarterfinal Wimbledon between those guys. They played once. It was at Indian Wells, and it was a 3-setter. So you don't think you want that a 5-set Wimbledon? Come on now. Let's get Shelton and Fritz at Wimbledon 5 sets. Quarterfinal. Let's have that. Tennis gods, please give me that. Did Tiafoe, Paul, Shelton forget they were playing on clay? I mean, yeah, and Korda. Korda's in there too. You got to put Seb in there. Korda, Tiafoe playing right now, and Big Foe is up a set already. It's wild, man. It's wild. Americans they know what to do. They know what they're doing. Big Foe's playing Korda right now. He's up 5-2 in the second as well. Jesus. Tiafoe, where have you been? We love you. Welcome back. Fritz hasn't been good all year. Ben would cook. I just want to see it. I think it's a great matchup right now. I think that's a perfect matchup right now. If Fritz is on the decline and Shelton's on the rise, let's have him. Let's see him play. Especially on grass, because I think that's one of Fritz's better surfaces. Fritz a bad matchup for Shelton. Fritz backhand is too solid. We'll see. Let's have it. Let's have it out. I want to see it. All right, chat. Who's winning this one? Alcaraz in 3 for me. I just hope it's a little competitive. At least we get a little bit of... Oh, look, chat, there's never a boring show, never a boring Alcaraz match, even if he wins in straights. He just hit a winner. He's still wearing that shirt, though. All right. 15 love. Are you not tired? Bro, I'm always tired. That's the secret. I'm always tired. 15 love. Alcaraz serves. There's a backhand return now from Dzumhur to the backhand of forehand of Alcaraz. Dzumhur forehand. Again to the forehand of Alcaraz. Dzumhur goes to the forehand of Alcaraz. The backhand of Dzumhur as we get a backhand again from Alcaraz. Dzumhur goes again to the backhand of Alcaraz. In the forehand of Dzumhur goes down the line for a winner. All right. Bobby got a point. 15-0. Dimino's not the only one complaining about the schedule. I mean, but he's right though, right? I mean, chat. The schedule is ridiculous, right? I think we all agree. Like, fans agree. And that we don't even play. 15-0. Like, chat, we all agree the schedule is tough. Like, it's hard to watch. But the players have to play it. Backhand Alcaraz goes out, 15-30. Here's a slow start. 15-30. It's so tough I can't keep up. Yeah, it's brutal. The 2-week Masters are just the icing on the cake. I think that's what Demon was sort of getting at anyway. When he said, like, the last 3 years, and I'm like, yeah, the last 3 years, the 2-week Masters have kind of made it even harder to get a week off. As it a forehand down the line at the backhand of Dzumhur, but... Oh, Alcaraz shanks the smash into the crowd. 15-40. Gil said no one forced him to play February. True. Did he have Davis Cup duties, though? He played... no. I mean, you're right, though. You don't have to play in February. That's the only month I think you can afford to take off. February is the only month of tennis where it's like there's no requirements. But that's going to change because they're bringing in a 1,000 event in Feb that's going to be in Saudi, and that's going to be compulsory, mandatory. So... Right now, February is the only month you can take off. Yeah, you can take off the start of April too, right? You don't have to play Monte Carlo. You can take off after Wimbledon. But I mean, you can not play between Wimbledon and the French. 3 weeks there, right? I mean, but it's not that simple. It is that simple, but it's also not that simple because of the ranking system. As that goes out by Dzumhur, and it's 30-40. Because if you take those weeks off, your competitors are playing, and while you're not there, they're getting points, and you're losing points. So, I mean, you can take off February, but you also risk losing your ranking. So it's like, well, shit, I better play. Like, there's no there's no rest. Even when you're on vacation in February, you're looking at the rankings probably and thinking, shit, am I gonna drop out of the top 10 now? Like I don't think, like mentally, I don't think you can't switch off mentally. Probably, I think the Formula One have a great idea. They have like a mid-season where it's just like nothing, don't they, for like a month? Maybe that's the solution. Maybe post Wimbledon, we just don't do anything for like 4 weeks. Get everyone refreshed after Wimby, and then we come back for America and do it all again. That could work. So I mean, I don't know if it could work, or maybe it doesn't work. Means it pushes the American summer back, but you just shut down the tour for 4 weeks after Wimbledon. You know, you get back in the middle of August, you come back. US Open's a little bit later, you know, which kind of stinks, but it is what it is. Like I feel like that's not like if you had a forced shutdown, I feel like that might help. Anyways, Alcaraz holds the first game 1-love. Cam is talking crazy. I'm just coming up with fucking ideas. I mean, we're trying to figure out a solution. Like, what the hell you mean I'm going crazy? Maybe a 4-week gap between US Open and Asian Swing? Yeah, I mean, you could do that too. I mean, I don't know how you would do that, but you could try that. We need more tennis. Well, the players don't want more tennis, so... Best thing would be to stop mandatory tournaments and 2-week masters. Yeah, that would be a start. I was going to play Tiafo plus 110 odds, so I missed that. Oh, that sucks. One love, Alcaraz. These players are millionaires, aren't they? Just take the fine. That's not the point, though. It's not about the fine. It's more about the ranking. It's about the rankings. Because you get penalized if you don't take the... Like, yeah, you get fined, okay, whatever. But your ranking suffers when you miss mandatory events. When you skip those mandatory events, they're mandatory because they're mandatory to the ranking. If you don't play, you get a 0 in your ranking. Because the ranking isn't just like how many points you win every day. It's based on mandatory events and then the best other events and the Grand Slams. It's not the ranking system's not as simple as it seems. It's not just like how many points do you win a year, because some tournaments you might play like 10 250 events and win them all, but you don't get all those points because half of those drop off because you can only get the best 6 of outside this. It's a really am I making sense? Does it make sense to what I just said? The rankings, and like that's what it's mandatory, and it's a penalized to the rankings. And the rankings, that's what matters, whether or not you do well or not. I mean, if De Minaur doesn't play, gets penalized in rankings, drops down, has to play someone different than he would if he was up the top of the rankings, and he loses 4th round or 3rd round because he played somebody else instead of avoiding that player because he was higher ranked. Like, it all comes down to ranking. 30 love. Backhand goes in for a winner, and then ranking comes with prize money. Ranking comes with the result, and then result, prize money. And then it all filters around. I mean, how many players just drop out of the sky in the rankings because they just get injured for a couple of weeks or they can't defend the titles that they made? Hurkacz, Zachary, 2 players that weren't able to defend 1,000 titles over the last couple of years, dropped out of the sky with their ranking because they weren't able to defend. You know? Also, Garcia, another player who fell out of the sky because she couldn't defend the WTA finals, but she didn't make the WTA finals, but that's a whole nother thing. Alcaraz picks it up nicely, 30-all. So I feel like the rankings also need a bit of a shake-up. Unsure if the Saudi Masters is going to be mandatory. Is it confirmed? It will be. I don't know. I don't think it's confirmed or not confirmed. I think it's undecided, but I hope they don't make it mandatory because I think after Australian Open, the players shouldn't have to play. You know what it's going to be? It's going to be mandatory though, because it's a new event and they don't want people skipping it. So I think it's going to be. By the way, what's going to happen to Rotterdam? Like, there's tournaments that are going to happen at the start of February, that are going to get skipped because people are going to go to Dubai and Doha and then go to Saudi. They're not going to go to Rotterdam and Saudi, right? Like, Rotterdam's going to get screwed. Like, all those indoor hardcourt tournaments in Europe are not going to get played because people are going to go straight to the Middle East after Australia to prepare for the 1,000. Did we think about that? Is that a thing? Is that a problem? I mean, not to mention Rio and South America. I mean, how do you enforce people to go to Saudi after playing Rio? Like, it can't be mandatory then. It's too hectic. You can't make it mandatory. Anyways, 1-all. One all. 1-1. Stop chasing points and money and take some weeks off if you're complaining about it. Yeah, if only it was that simple, though. As Alcaraz puts away the smash. Did you not just understand what I just said? Didn't I just say that, like, the system that, the ranking system locks players into having to play, and that unless you win, like, a lot of major events like Djokovic and you can just take time off, it kind of locks the players into a system where you have to play to keep your ranking. And then if you can't keep your rank, if you don't play, then you lose your ranking. Like, are we not thinking about that? Players' health is most important. Yeah, but what about the mental health? I mean, what are we doing? Like, the players are then, they're trapped. Rude said the similar things. He was talking about his mental struggles, about, day in, day out. Demonors obviously talk about it. 2-year ranking system sounds good. I mean, that would maybe solve some stuff. Nobody has to play in February. No, they don't have to play, but also other players play. So you're sitting on the sidelines because you want a vacation, which is great, take your time. But then you're watching everybody else, all your competitors gaining points on you. So it's not very relaxed. I wouldn't be relaxed about that. I'd be like, shit. Everyone's playing except for me, and I'm losing points. I'm not gaining any points, and everyone else is overtaking me while I'm sitting on a beach. I think there needs to be forced weeks off. I think, and I say this as a fan too, for fans, right? I think that after a Grand Slam, the week after a Slam, maybe not the French because obviously the grass, but I think after 1 week after every Slam needs to be just totally off. We don't need to play any tennis that week, just totally off. I think we have 2 weeks in the year where that happens, and it's a Davis Cup week or something. I think after the US Open, there's nothing for 1 week. I like that. Those weeks are where there's no one can play. No players can play. There's no stress on anything. Especially after a Slam, because Slams are so hectic as it is for fans as well. The week after a Slam, just shut it down. Come back a week later, do whatever. Anyway, it's 40-15. As that goes out by Džumhur, and it's 2-1. But chat, look, nobody's listening to this. Nobody's here. Nobody from the tennis world is here listening to our solutions, so they're not going to change it. We're just yelling at clouds. We're trying to help, and nobody's here listening anyway. So our solutions will go. Words will disappear in the wind like a fart. Like a fart in the wind, chat. Why is Indian Wells called the best ATP 1000 event? Please explain to me since 2014 till date. Because it's seen as like before everything became 2 weeks, it was like the 2 week Masters. I know Miami's been 2 weeks too, but it was like it was the big event between the Slams. It was the big event between Australian Open and this. So Australian Open January, nothing February. March was Indian Wells, nothing in April. May was this. And then Wimbledon, then the US Open. So it's sort of, it kind of was like the biggest tournament since the Australian Open and before, since the Australian Open, right? It's the biggest event where everyone comes together for the first time, men and women. They all come together. They play a combined event. Whereas, in February, there's not that many combined events. There's players playing all over the world, going to South America playing clay, people playing indoor hard courts, whatever. But Indian Wells, it's only that tournament on as well. So everyone comes in and, I know that happens with all the 1000s now, but Indian Wells still feels like it's above everyone else anyway. Still feels like the best 1000. Most important 1000, even though it's the same as everything else. Love 15. The rankings are resigned to keep players playing. Yeah. As we return now to the slice of Džumhur. That goes out though. Love 30. Let's move on from whatever the hell we're yelling at. Love 30. Love 30. Serving to the backhand of Alcaraz. Backhand out from Dzumhur. Goes to the backhand of Alcaraz. Dzumhur backhand again to the backhand of Alcaraz. Into the backhand of Dzumhur, who hits it wide, and it's love 40. Love 40. Love 40. All right. Return goes to forehand of Alcaraz. Alcaraz hit it wide, though, and it's 15-40. $15.40. As we just serve again. There's a fault. Second serve. As we get a return in the net by Džumhur, and Alcaraz breaks. 3-1. 3-1. All right. Three, one. Players just don't need to be penalized by not playing non-mandatory events. Yeah. However that is done. 3-1. As it a forehand passing shot goes wide by Džumhur, and it's love 15 love. All right. All right, 15 love. As a default from Alcaraz, second serve. Yeah, look, we already talked about the women's night session match things. I don't want to talk about it anymore. We talked about it for like an hour. Backhand goes in the line for a winner. Džumhur, lovely shot, 15-0. A lot of topics that are being brought up, we spoke about them already. So I don't really feel like repeating it. Just go watch the other streams and you will find the answers. Or you'll find the topics. We talked about it for too long. We talked about it too long. And like I said, chat, no one listens. Nobody's here, so nobody's going to... We come up with solutions and try and help, and to what? Nobody's going to listen. We're just trying to make ourselves feel better, and that's fine. We know best, chat, because we're the fans. They need to listen to us. Where the hell are they in the chat? They need to be here, because we come up with the best solutions, chat. And we might not be perfect, but we have some... We're pretty smart, aren't we, chat? We know what we're talking about. We watch this sport every day. Like, why is Fonseca not playing on center court by now? Come on now. Why is he playing on court 3? He should be on court 1. All right, 30-15. As the serve goes back into Džumhur. Backing out from Alcaraz. Backing into Džumhur. As Alcaraz. Drop shot. Is too good. 40-15. All right. Maybe just want someone will listen to the people. Well, we are the fans of this sport. We know we're the hardcore fans too, because we watch every freaking day. Džumhur hits a lovely return winner, 40-30. We know. Alcaraz likely to defend the French? I hope so. Fonseca is valid point because fans pay money for the tickets. Exactly. Finally. All right. 40-30. As the return goes into the forehand of Alcaraz. Alcaraz puts away. 4-1. 4-1. Cam is one of the only professional tennis fans in the world. You know what? From now on, that's what I'm going to be calling myself. What do you do for a living? I'm a professional tennis fan. That's my title. I am a professional tennis fan. That's what I do. That's me. The professional tennis fan. That's me. That is so fitting. That is me. Feast just withdrew? That's why it wasn't on the night session. That's why they put Nole on the night session. So Rublev will take on Sinner or Lehechka. All right. I like Sinner versus Rublev, to be honest. I like that. I like that matchup. Feast is out, apparently. Yeah. Arthur Feast is gone. But I'm just going to get confirmation. Yep, Feast is out. Rublev into the fourth round. And he's going to take on probably Sinner, so that's interesting. There you go. All right, forehand now to the backhand lob of Alcaraz. Smash from Dzumhur into the front of Alcaraz. Dzumhur drop shot. Goes wide. And it's love 15. Love 15. So yeah, that's me. Cam. Professional tennis fan. I'll put that on my Instagram or something. I'm a professional tennis fan. Chat it. We made some shirts. Professional tennis fans. I'm a professional tennis fan. Anyway, it's 15-0. All right. Alcaraz hits a winner, and it's 15-30. All right. As we're back in now to the forehand of Dzumhur. And then Alcaraz forehand inside out winner. And it's 30-all. 30-all. As we just serve again from Dzumhur. Chance 15-40. What am I looking at? 15-40. As Alcaraz tries to get the double break. Backhand cross. Into the backhand of Dzumhur. That goes in the net. And Alcaraz does get the double break. And he is up 5-1. Tennis fan.
Who would you guys want to see Cam Norrie or Fernley R16?
Norrie. I want to see Norrie versus Djokovic rematch. I want a Norrie-Djokovic rematch. Sorry, Fernley. I like you, but I want Norrie to be the Norrie. Us Cams have got to stick together. New schedule for Saturday? Did they change the night session? What have they done now? That sucks for Feast, though. What have they done? Ooh! That's actually sick! Fonseca got promoted. Fonseca got promoted. Fonseca got a promotion. He's up on the court too. Let's go. Sorry, we're not happy about Feast, but let's go. So it goes Zverev, Kaboli, Sinner, Lehechka. We can watch both of them now. And then Draper, Fonseca into Djokovic night session. That's way better. That works out way better. Nice. Fonseca got promoted. Anyways, left 15 hole. And Zoka serves again. The return goes in. No, it goes out. The return goes out. All right. $30-15. As the return goes in, the forehand of Alcaraz. Backing out from Džumhur goes wide, and it's 40-15. 40-15. Set points. As the return goes in, the forehand of Alcaraz. Džumhur slice. Alcaraz forehand down the line's a winner, and that's how you finish the set. All right, 6-1. Carlos has somewhere to be, and I appreciate that. Stop calling Džumhur. Stop. Just. I'm saying it the way I'm saying it. All right, it's my accent. I'm Australian. Leave me alone. I'm not saying tumor. Yeah, Feast put it on Instagram that he's not playing. It was on his Instagram. Oh, man. Cam is saying it good enough. Thank you. Alcaraz draw, kind of easy. It's been easy since the start. 11 winners from Alcaraz, 2 errors. Okay. Relax, buddy. 5 winners and 4 errors from Džumhur. Not a bad set, but Alcaraz is playing ridiculous. What, Musetti not easy? I'd say he's pretty good. When does he plays Musetti at the end? Like, why? What do you mean Musetti? He plays Musetti like literally at the end of the tournament. The second last match he plays Musetti on the last Friday of the tournament. So far away. Alcaraz's draw is easy until then, yeah. But he's so far, like, that's so deep. Like, come on now. We're not doubting that there's other players in the draw that could beat Alcaraz. We're just saying that there's no players in the draw that can beat Alcaraz before possibly the semifinals. That's what we are saying. Because you could also say Sinner, you could also say Rune, you could say all these other players. Djokovic, you know. But he has an easy draw. Shelton's not easy. I hope Shelton's not easy. I hope Shelton makes it really interesting. But on clay, you'd say Alcaraz wins. 15-0. I think Musetti can win against Runa. I think he can beat Runa. All right. 15-0. As Džumhur gets to 30-15. To serve is a fault. Second serve. Rublev gets a walkover into the fourth. Yep. As that goes out by Alcaraz. And it's 40-15. Runa is 2-0 against Musetti. What makes you so sure about that? As that goes out from Džumhur, and it's 40-30. Can I curse Dasha to lose her next match after you said Musetti will beat my boy Runa? If Dasha loses, I'm going to freak out at you. I'm going to lose it. All right, 40-30. Backhand goes out from Džumhur, and it's deuce. All right. We get to deuce. First game of the second. As that goes in the net from Alcaraz, advantage Džumhur. Cam, Sinner 2025 or Rafa 2008 final, Philippe Chatrier, who would you put money on? You ask this question every day, and it's the dumbest question because no one beats Rafa like at Roland Garros. Like, what do you like? It's the silliest question. You've asked it like I've ignored it until now, but now it's 5 a.m. and I'm tired. What a terrible question. Please stop asking. Rafa, 2008 Rafa Philippe Chatrier. Are you serious? He bageled Federer that year. Are you even kidding me? On clay against Sinner, who's unproven on clay to this point. If Sinner loses to Alcaraz on clay, what do you think Rafa would do? What do you mean? What do you mean? You can't even justify Sinner 2025. He has played 2 tournaments. He's played 2 tournaments. He hasn't even played 3 tournaments. What do you mean? He murdered Federer that day. What do you think Sinner's going to do? Anything better? What do you mean? Now stop asking that question because you've asked it like 20 times in the last 2 weeks and I don't want to hear it again. You got your reaction. Move on, please. Thank you. One love. Next question. As with a fault. Second serve. As with a serve now, the backhand of Džumhur. Forehand from Alcaraz, the forehand of Džumhur. Again to the forehand of Alcaraz. Džumhur again to the forehand of Alcaraz. Into the backhand of Džumhur as Alcaraz's forehand is in the net. And it's love 15. Does Cam even sleep? Nope. Thank you, LA. I appreciate that. Anyways, love 15. There's a bit of return now from Džumhur. Goes long. 15-all. Big foes up 2 sets to love. By the way, Real Dog, why did you change your name from Stuff? Are you trying to pretend like you weren't timed out 14 times? Just because you change your name doesn't delete your timeouts. You're still timed out 14 times. Don't think we don't know. We know everything. 15-all. As we find now inside out. No, inside in, sorry. Goes long by Džumhur and it's 30-15. Because you're rage baiting me and I don't appreciate it. I said we're moving on. We're not talking about Rafa 2008. He was king and he is God and he's the God of clay and we're not no one compares to Rafa on clay at Roland Garros, period. The end. Moving on. 30-15. 2008 Rafa was like the best, like that was the best. I'm new here. Good one. That's a good one. 40-15. How have you been timed out 14 times if you're new? That's crazy. Nightbot. 40-15. That was so funny the other day when someone said that. Nightbot did it. Like, what? Nightbot? Nightbot timed you out 14 times. That's crazy. Nightbot's crazy. Anyways, Alcaraz in the net 40-30. Oh, man. All right. 40-30. Serve to the back end of Džumhur. 4 now from Alcaraz as Džumhur wins the point. Alcaraz overhits it. Well, we get the deuce. Yeah, feast with Drew. Feast with Drew. All right, serve again. There's a fault, second serve. As a return goes to the forehand of Alcaraz. That's a good shot to the forehand of Džumhur. Goes round the net! And Alcaraz slices it wide! This crowd's going for Džumhur, by the way. They're like, screw the Alcaraz. You're winning easily. Get stuffed. All right. Džumhur wins. Or gets the break. Break point, sorry. Advantage Džumhur. Am I saying it better now? Džumhur. That's what the umpire said. Backhand return goes a volley of Alcaraz. Džumhur goes. No, he doesn't go anywhere. He didn't get it. He couldn't get it. He tried. He didn't get it. We get the deuce. I think Spanish fans are now quite worried about Carlos's qualification. He might lose tonight. Ernesto, mate, you're 0 for 2. I'm sorry. You're 0 for 2. What is going on? All right, deuce. As we serve now the backhand of Džumhur. 4 now from Alcaraz, the backhand of Džumhur. As we forehand again from Alcaraz. Džumhur goes again to the forehand of Alcaraz. Džumhur backhand slice. Goes long. Advantage Alcaraz. Just call him Damir, mate. Vince, no. All right, advantage Alcaraz. Next person to distract me from this match is getting kicked out. As the return goes in the form of Alcaraz, backhand from Džumhur, sliced. Goes wide. And it's 1-0. Alcaraz levels. Alcaraz levels. All right. That was easy. Bye. Yeah, we should do that more often. I'll just say that, and then it'll just like get people out. Like people will just get crazy. That just makes it so much easier. Just smoke them out. Now's my chance. All right, 1-1. As Džumhur double faults. And it's love 15. Love 15. As we just serve again. Into the backhand of Džumhur. Forehand now from Alcaraz into the forehand of Džumhur. Again to the forehand of Alcaraz. The Džumhur backhand. Goes long and it's love 30. Love 30. Chat, this match might finish before Svitolina. Alcaraz out here campaigning for women's tennis. I'll tell you why in a second. Laura, no, I don't think Alcaraz would purposely extend the match, especially because he knows he's got he's got a tricky match against Shelton, so I doubt he wants to be out here longer than he needs to. So I'd say no. He want to get out of here as quickly as possible. All right, love 40 to get the break. As the return goes out by Alcaraz, good serve Džumhur. And it's 15-40. 15-40. As the return goes net from Alcaraz, 30-40. $30-40. All right, serve again. Still break point, 30-40. First serve's a fault, second serve. As the return goes in the forehand slice of Džumhur, but it's in the net. 2-1 Alcaraz with a break in the second. 2-1. All right. Yeah, don't worry, Laura. I don't know. Someone's just messing with you. All right. Alcaraz is dominating. And that is great. All right. I hope Alcaraz finishes it fast, then he can get early night and sufficient rest for the next match. Yeah, for sure. Alcaraz is getting bored and will lose the third. You reckon? Maybe. I mean, it happens, doesn't it? It happens. It happens. Do you see a world where Alcaraz having an easy draw backfires on him when he actually plays Musetti? That's a great question. It happens. That's a great question. Actually, I'm going to answer your question with a row, like talking about who Alcaraz probably needs to play to prepare for Musetti. That's a great question. Because there is times where you go from like, la, 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 and then all of a sudden you're playing against a killer. And you're like, oh shit, I wasn't ready. Now obviously Alcaraz has played a lot of killers this year, like on the clay, so he's going to be prepared. He played Sinner, he's played Musetti, But you might be right. It might be like walk to the final and then all of a sudden, bang, you play Musetti. It's like, oh, what? Now, Shelton's not an easy beat, so that's going to be interesting. But he does have Popyrin or Paul. And I think Popyrin and Paul is great preparation. So I don't think it's going to be a massive step up from them to unless he dominates them. But if he dominates them, then he's going to be pretty good about Musetti, right? But I think if he plays Paul, that will best prepare him for Musetti, I think. Because Paul's been really good on clay. I know Popyrin's good on clay too, but Paul on clay, a guy that, he's beaten Alcaraz before, so there's that kind of like, Paul's not going to be feeling bad about himself like some other players that played Alcaraz for the first time or for the fifth time and they never beat him. So I don't think he's going to be as really shocked as that because he's not playing against randoms. It's getting a little less random now. But great question. Like Shelton, Paul, Musetti, that's a good, there's no massive step up, right? Now, if he was playing Gigante, Borges, and then Musetti, that would be wild. Then we have to talk about it. But I feel like he's he's slowly getting tougher and tougher opponents. Until he gets to Musetti or even Runa. So I think he's preparing pretty well. But that was a good question. 30-0. Svitolina took the first set. Nice. All right, 30-0. There's a bit of fault. Second serve. As we get a backhand now down the line from Alcaraz in the forehand of Dzumhur. That goes long. It's 40-30. 40-30. 40-30. There's a fault from Alcaraz. Second serve. There's a backhand return. The backhand of Alcaraz. Dzumhur backhand to the backhand of Alcaraz. Dzumhur goes down the line. Alcaraz forehand slice. Dzumhur volley. Alcaraz puts up a lob. If Alcaraz wins this point, I'm going to lose it. Dzumhur with a drop volley winner. Cheeky. A cheeky drop smash. It was a drop shot of a smash. All right. And the crowd appreciate the cheekiness. That's not an easy shot to hit. It's a smash, but then he just went with a little bit of a high drop volley instead. That's a tough shot. And the crowd appreciate that. That was a French shot. That was a flare. Alcaraz loved it too. He's like, you got me. See, Chad, I think that what we've learned over the last two nights is the night session should be reserved for entertainers. It doesn't matter if you're... By the way, Alcaraz is the drop shot winner. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. If you're entertaining, if you're an entertainer, you can hit shots like that. You can do those things. You should be on the night session. It shouldn't be about if you can play 5 sets or 3 sets. If you're entertaining, you get the night session. So on the women's side, name names. Who is the entertainment on the women's side? Because Jabeur is the obvious one. You put Ons on this court, she's going to make this crowd ooh and ah, right? Who else is on the women's side that you should put on this court who could entertain the masses just like these players do. Ons, Coco. I think Sabalenka would wow people with her power, I think. Who else? I mean, Swiatek to an extent. I think Swiatek deserves the respect for being the champion so many times, right? What other players on the women's side, though? Penko? I mean, Penko is entertaining in a different way, but I don't know if she would get the crowd up in a like crazy like they're today. Palini could. She could wow people with her speed. Andreeva, yeah, maybe. Zhang. I mean, all very good names. As that goes in the net from Alcaraz, it's 15 up. But I feel like the night session is made for Ons. Like Ons, for sure. Cam, you never talk about the 21-year-old American Quinn. He's into the round of 32. Will beat Griekspoor round of 16. Yeah, because your name is Steven Spielberg and you've got an Adam Sandler profile picture. Like, how can I take you seriously? 15 love. Tiafoe wins? Shit, that was quick. Big Foe, has he even dropped a set? That's crazy. Yeah, Mukova for sure could be, and Krejcikova could for sure be night session worthy, for sure, like entertainment worthy. If we're looking for the best entertainers, just their shot making is entertaining. All right, 30 love. As the backhand goes into the backhand of Alcaraz. Backhand now from Dzumhur. As Alcaraz 4 under the stretch. Dzumhur volleys. Alcaraz pass. Dzumhur volleys. Alcaraz pass. Goes wide. 40 love. 40 love. Yeah, feast with Drew. All right. 40-15. As Dzumhur holds. 3-2. All right. Ostapenko versus Iga is so scary that it was entertaining. Yeah, well, we don't get it, unfortunately. We do not get it. Not this year. No way Monfils is the most entertaining player. Kyrgios can be third. Okay. Tiafoe wins when he's focused and less showy. Well, he's kicking ass this week. Tiafoe's in the 4th round. How is that even a thing? That's wild. So Big Foe will take on Altmaier. One of them is making the quarterfinals. Tiafoe, I want to see Big Foe Musetti. I don't know what that looks like, but I want to see it. Big Foe, like Altmaier has been good. Like respect, you've had a great run, but I want to see you. I want to see Tiafoe Musetti. Why not? We're here now. Why not get Foe versus Musetti? What the hell is even that going to look like? I don't even know. Musetti should win, but should he win? Foe's looking good. I don't know. Tiafoe proving that Houston is not a useless event. Stop saying Musetti, it's Runa. 3-2. Is it a 4-1 rally? Slice from drop. It's a drop shot from Alcaraz, which is ridiculous. And it's 15 love. Sorry, Runa or Musetti. Is that better? I mean, it could be Runa. I wouldn't mind that either. Runa fit Tiafo is great too. 15 love. Why don't they let Runa play Munar, because Feast retired? Because that's not how tennis works. 15 love. As Dzumhur, it's a lovely winner down the line. 30 love. So 15 all. Alcaraz checking the mark though. Nope, it's in. 15 all. As we serve. Into the forehand of Dzumhur, but Alcaraz volleys it away. 30-15. Serve again. There's a fault. Second serve. As we get a double fault from Alcaraz. 30 all. 30 all. As we serve again. Into the backhand of Dzumhur. Forehand from Alcaraz. Dzumhur goes into the slice of Alcaraz. Dzumhur with a forehand pass. Alcaraz drop volley in the net. 30-40. 30-40. All right. 30-40. Learn once and for all. Cam is a tennis player hyper who is told what to do so. Wait, what? Who is told to do so? Mods. Backhand rally. As it a forehand now from Alcaraz into the backhand of Dzumhur. That goes up. Alcaraz smash. Put away. Deuce. Get rid of that guy. He knows too much. Get rid of him. Get him out of here. He knows too much. Get rid of him. Now. Get out of here. Get out of here. All right. We get the deuce. As a default, second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Dzumhur. Forehand from Alcaraz. Into the forehand of Dzumhur as Alcaraz forehand to the line. Dzumhur gets with the backhand. Into the forehand of Alcaraz. It's a drop shot. Dzumhur hits it long on the pass. And it's advantage Alcaraz. Advantage Alcaraz. He's on to you. Watch out. All right. As we get a slice now from Alcaraz goes out. We get back to deuce. We get back to deuce. right, deuce. And Alcaraz serves. And the return goes in the forehand of Alcaraz. Forehand now from Džumhur to the backhand of Alcaraz. Džumhur forehand. Again to the backhand of Alcaraz. There's Džumhur forehand again in the net. Advantage Alcaraz. Borg retired at 26. Way too young. He still... He said he lost the passion, yeah. All right. Advantage Alcaraz. Yeah, Dennis, there's some crazy matches coming up tomorrow, starting tomorrow. There's a forehand now to the forehand of Džumhur. Forehand from Alcaraz. Again, the forehand of Džumhur. There's Alcaraz forehand down the line. Džumhur backhand into the forehand of Alcaraz, who hits it wide. We're back to deuce. Back to deuce. All right, deuce. As a return goes into the backhand, but it's just long by Džumhur. Cam, Kaboli's Zverev, what's your prediction? Pain. Hey, Alcaraz held. 4-2. 4-2 Alcaraz in the second. One hour played. All right, 4-2. As the return goes into the forehand of Džumhur. Backhand now from Alcaraz. In the backhand of Džumhur. As Alcaraz backhand again to the backhand of Džumhur. Into the backhand of Alcaraz. Džumhur. Backhand Alcaraz goes along. 15 love. 15 love. Shelton is playing close to the baseline on clay. Should be a cracker versus Alcaraz. I mean, I hope so. That'll be a hell of a match. As we're backhand now to the forehand of Džumhur. That goes into the forehand of Alcaraz. But Alcaraz hits it out. 30 love. $30 love. $30 love. As a return from Alcaraz goes out, 40 love. $40 love. As we default, second serve. Ah, 40-15 as Džumhur looks to keep close. $40-15. As we serve, there's a fault. Second serve. As the return goes to the backhand of Džumhur. Forehand from Alcaraz to the backhand of Džumhur. As Alcaraz backhand into the backhand again of Džumhur. Into the backhand of Alcaraz sliced. Džumhur with a forehand drop shot. Alcaraz gets with the slice, but Džumhur volleys it away. 4-3. 4-3. Alcaraz with the break in the second. Whew. All right. Feast withdraws due to injury. Yeah. Such a shame. Such a shame. Once Swiatek retains her French Open title, criticism will go away. Oh, yeah. If she wins the French, everybody will shut the hell up. For sure. 4-3. 4-3. 4-3. Nice volley, though, from Džumhur. Okay. Alcaraz with a set and a break. I'm really impressed how you handle the time difference. I appreciate you and your nice words. Thank you. 15 love. As Alcaraz serves. As a return goes out by Džumhur. 30 love. $30 love. As we serve again. As we serve again, Alcaraz. Into the back end of Džumhur. Alcaraz to the back end of Džumhur. Again to the net. And it's 40 love. All right, 40 love. All right, 40 love. Time difference doesn't mean lick to Cam. He's turning into an owl. Chat, one day I won't be able to do this. It won't happen. I won't be able to. Physically. But today is not that day. 5-3. When that day comes, it'll be a sad day for us all. But no stress, not today. Hopefully never. 5-3. What's that song called? What's that song? Tonight, we are young. So let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun. Tonight, we are young. So let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun. Now I know that I'm not all that you got. I guess that I just thought. Maybe I... That's enough. Okay. Alcaraz puts the smash. Drop shot away. Cheeky. Love 15. I wasn't singing, I was reading. Love 15. I was reading, I wasn't singing. I was reading. I'm not singing. We'll get in trouble if we sing. Serve. Into the front of Alcaraz. Fine now from... Oh, Džumhur, but then Alcaraz smokes it cross court for a winner. Love 30. Love 30. 2 points away from the second set. Yeah, Deb, that was... That's funny, though. Goes in the net from Džumhur. Love 40. Love 40 to take the second set. No worries, Renate. Thanks for joining us. As we just fault, second serve. As the return goes in, the backhand of Džumhur. Forehand from Alcaraz on the stretch. To the backhand of Džumhur as we had a backhand from Alcaraz again. The backhand of Džumhur. Into the forehand of Alcaraz, who hits it in the net. 15-40. 15-40. Set point number 2. Play the piano. The piano has been donated to the thrift store. 15-40, second serve. Double fault. 2 sets to love. Alcaraz, Juan Carlos Ferrero stares in the barrel of the camera and stands up, and it goes right up his crotch. Why are we watching his we don't need to see that. Poor Juan Carlos, he stood up, and the camera was looking right up into just the... Get rid of that camera. That's ridiculous. Get rid of that camera. By the way, Svitolina's still playing. She's the only other match going on right now. ATP gave Carlos a draw like this, like in the future, all way to easy fight. So easy. I have no idea what you just said. I butchered it. You wrote it wrong. We both fucked up, all right? We both messed that one up. That's my bad. Your bad. We all bad. What are you saying? Apart from Alcaraz and Shelton, who else is really strong and physical? In what way? Like, what do you mean physical? Like, plays like an aggressive style or has big muscles? Draper? Yeah, Draper. Monfils. How are we going to watch Eala now? Some practice sessions? Matthew, man, you gotta just enjoy life. Maybe go outside and touch grass and then come back. Where are the sound bites? I just played one. What are you talking about? Is it on mute? Hello? Just a joke, man? It's not very funny. Chad, did you find that funny? Anonymous! I don't know why I didn't play. First it was Stan the Man, now there is Cam the Man. No, that's not a thing. But thank you for the $10. I appreciate that. That's nice of you to say. You have to put the lol after if it's a joke. Exactly. If it's not a joke unless you lol. Because then if you say it after it, it's just like you're making an excuse for like being mean. It was just a joke. Yeah, but you didn't lol, so it was serious. You got a lol, bro. What is XP? I don't know. It's a YouTube thing. But it doesn't seem to be updating very much. So I don't know what's going on. Is Draper the first guy Fonzie is coming back to play after losing him the first time? No, he played on Bear twice. He's played on Bear twice, I think, as well. But it's one of only a few players that he's played again. Yeah. He lost to Bear in the Davis Cup, and I think he played him... Chat, when did Fonseca play Bear again? Was it on the clay or was it in Indian Wells maybe? India was first round, I want to say. Miami. Yeah, so he played him in Davis Cup and then Miami. Yeah. Yep, Fonseca's match got promoted, as it should. So now we watch Sinner and then we watch Fonseca. Draper's on a collision course with Fonseca. Well, they're literally playing. It's not even on a collision course. They're colliding tomorrow. It's great. Why do you say Fonseca's match when Draper's number 4? I'm reading the chat. Blame them. All right. Cam, you were ignoring me. Huh? There's a lot of people here. Cam, you have the best tennis stream channel as you always there in matches. Alex, I'm happy to be here. Thank you for the nice words and thank you for hanging out. I have nothing else to do. That's not true. I do have other things I could do, but I choose not to. Because it's 5 a.m. and yeah. Thanks for reading that. Appreciate it. Bro, don't be a pick-me child. Don't be pick-me, Mr. Pick-me, all right? I'm sick of this shit. Don't you be like, you read my question. I'm over here. And then I say, what do you say? Thank you. Like, what are you doing? Don't be that person. That person's annoying. And now you've just wasted my time because other people are writing actual questions that are important. I don't know what that means. Don't worry, you'll figure it out. Do we commentate Badosa versus Kazatkina? No. I'm not watching that match with the chat. Hell no. I'm going to watch that match on my own. There's no way I'm watching it live. You kidding me? Will Badosa maul Kazatkina? God, you're rude. Just because you're a member doesn't mean you can be mean. 15-0. Alcaraz 7 first and the third. All right, 30-15. Carlos is magic. Sinner is a computer. Both are cool. I appreciate. Yes, they both are cool. They both are cool. All right, 30-15. As the backhand return goes out, 40-15. Badosa would probably withdraw since she was sick last match. I hope not. Cam, you got to marry. What are you, my mum? Relax, buddy. 40-15. As with a serve. Into the backhand of Džumhur. 4.5 Marcus goes wide. 40-30. By the way, you can't be my mum because my mum wouldn't ask that question anyway. She wouldn't tell me that anyway. Bro wants to ruin the streams chat. Are you serious? 40-30. All right, 40-30. Does the XP do anything? Not at this stage, but I'm hoping that YouTube evolve it into something really cool that we can do something with. But right now, nothing. All right, return goes to forehand of Alcaraz. Back in now from Džumhur to the forehand of Alcaraz. Back in now Džumhur down the line. Slice Alcaraz in the net. We get the deuce. We get the deuce. We get to deuce. I miss Bianca Andreescu. Yeah, I can't believe it sucks she had to play qualies. Deuce. As with a serve. Into the forehand of Džumhur. Back into Alcaraz. As Džumhur goes again. The forehand of Alcaraz. The forehand of Džumhur. Back into Alcaraz on the stretch. But Džumhur hit it out. Oh no, Alcaraz hit it out. Džumhur hit it in. All right. Advantage Džumhur. Advantage Džumhur to take the break to start the third. How many years will it take Alcaraz to surpass Murray's career? He's probably going to have to get like at least 40 titles to do that. So I'm going to say 5 years. Second serve. Into the backhand of Džumhur. Forehand now from Alcaraz. Into the forehand of Džumhur. As Alcaraz forehand down the line. The backhand of Džumhur. Into the backhand of Alcaraz. As Džumhur slice. Alcaraz the forehand again to the forehand of Džumhur. But Džumhur hits it wide and we get the deuce. I would say Alcaraz has probably about 5 years until he surpasses. Or maybe 3 to 5. Because I think the Olympic medals are great. But also Alcaraz doesn't have to win 2 Olympic gold to surpass Murray. Because Olympic golds are only somewhat important. But I think the titles, if he has to get probably more titles than Murray. Then again, he's already got more slams. So maybe if he gets to like 7 slams, it's probably enough to be more than Murray's career, even if he doesn't have the titles. So I'd say probably 3 years. Alcaraz hits it out. Advantage Alcaraz. All right. Advantage Alcaraz. As we serve into the forehand of Džumhur. Forehand now into the forehand of Džumhur. Again, that goes long and it's back to deuce. Back to deuce. As we serve. There's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. As the return goes to forehand of Alcaraz. Back in Džumhur in the nets. Advantage Alcaraz. Advantage Alcaraz. Cam, have you ever attended Wimbledon or Queen's Club? If so, which players did you see? I was at Wimbledon 20-something. I can't remember. I went to Wimbledon, and I saw Nick Kyrgios. All right, Alcaraz holds. One love. 1-0. I've never been to Queen's Club, though. Why does my gifting membership go away sometimes on desktop? I don't know. That's weird. Not sure. Which match am I most excited for? Is that even a question? Chat, answer the question for me. Which match am I most excited for? You tell me. You tell him what I'm going to say. Come on. That's not even a question. Come on now. Exactly. Chat, you know me too well. You know me too well. All right. First serve's a fault, second serve. As a return there by Alcaraz, 15 love. Draper Fonseca. I mean, come on. If you're not excited for that, you're dead inside. 15 love. 15 love. Defo Novak's match. Yeah, I'm so excited for Djokovic's match. I'm sure it will go really fast. 15 love. I can't wait for him to play qualified tomorrow night and play 3 hours for 2 sets. I can't wait. It's so fun. Like, this match is 1.5 hours, and it's still 6 a.m., and it's late for me. But Djokovic's will be after one. This will be 1.5 hour for 1 set tomorrow. So get ready for that. By that point, I'm just going to be in a coma. Hopefully I hope he slaughters this call. I'm sorry for this quality. I'm so sorry. You deserve respect, and I appreciate your efforts, but we need Djokovic to slaughter you. I'm sorry. Because if I have to watch another Djokovic match where he slowly grinds his way to a straight sets victory, I am going to cry. Can't do it again. That Mute match took part of my soul. 40 love. As we get a slice wide by Alcaraz, it's 1-1. 1-1. Dzumhur holds. By the way, chat is popping off tonight. I don't know what's going on, but chat is popping. I mean, it's Friday night, right? So everyone's excited. Happy Friday. Is it Friday? Yeah, Friday. This time next week, we'll know who's in the final of the women's. And the men's. We might actually know the finalists of the French. How crazy is that? As a volley from Dzumhur, but Alcaraz gets to the forehand, puts it away. And it's 15 love. 15 love. Serve again. Is a fault. Second serve. As the return goes in, but Alcaraz hits it out. 15-0. Hey, Vince, thank you for the 33 months. Appreciate it. All right. $15. As Alcaraz serves a fault, second serve. As the return goes to forehand of Alcaraz. Back in now from Dzumhur. As Alcaraz forehand to the back end of Dzumhur. Alcaraz forehand winner. And it's 30-15. All right, 40-15. As a return, goes in to the forehand, and Alcaraz puts it away. 40-15. As with a serve again. The fault. Second serve. As Alcaraz hits it out. 40-30. (40-30). As we're find now from Dzumhur is a drop shot winner. All right, we get the deuce. We get the deuce. Lovely drop shot. As we serve out wide, the forehand of Dzumhur. Forehand from Alcaraz, the backhand of Dzumhur. Lob goes up. Alcaraz smashes away, though. And it's 15. Sorry, it's advantage Dzumhur. Sorry, advantage Alcaraz. Advantage Alcaraz. Advantage Alcaraz. As the return goes in the net from Dzumhur, and it's Alcaraz 2-1. 2-1. All right, how do we chat? Where are we watching from? Who else that tonight? Where are we watching from? Let me know in the chat. Where are we watching from? The UK, nice. Seville. Switzerland. Hey, PR. Thank you for the becoming a member. Appreciate that. We've got Poland, England, Barbados, Michigan, Canada, Chicago, India, Sweden, France, Mexico City, Denmark, South Korea, Dallas, LA, Montreal, Zurich, South London, Slovakia, Virginia, South Africa, Copenhagen, Brazil, Houston, Germany. Nice. All right, first there's a fault by Dzumhur. Second serve. The South Pole. That sounds fake. Not the South Pole. That you were from there. As that goes out from Dzumhur, and it's love 15. Just got to clarify. I don't want anyone to think that I'm a flat earther. South Pole's real, just that you're not from there. All right, love 15. So, backhand goes, backhand to the forehand. Forehand of Džumhur's good. Drop shot, but Alcaraz gets there, puts in the net. 15-all. That could have been bad. 15-all. 15-all. So the backhand slice return goes into the backhand of Dzumhur. Forehand from Alcaraz on the stretch. Dzumhur forehand down the line. Alcaraz slice. Dzumhur volleys it away. Pardon me. And it's 30-15. All right, 30-15. As we got a forehand now. Goes wide by Alcaraz and it's 40-15. Have you visited everywhere on your postcard wall? No, that's from people that watch the channel. It's not my postcards. Well, they're not my personal postcards. They've been sent in by people from the channel. If you want to send a postcard, by the way, I'll go to the PO box next week. So send a postcard, PO box. If you want your postcard to be featured on the wall, send your postcards to the address. Or DVDs. I collect DVDs. If you want to send any horror DVDs, feel free to send to the PO box. I'm sure they're going to be the same price as sending a postcard. Anyway, slice lob from Alcaraz in the net. And it's 2-0. 2-all. I'm joking. Don't send DVDs, please. I want to find them myself, all right? I'm good. Postcards, though, are great. Okay. 2-all in the third. All right, serve again. There's a default from Alcaraz. Second serve. Double fault Alcaraz. Love 15. I'm all for Blu-rays and DVDs. Yes. Abigail, you are allowed to come to the store. Love 15. I haven't found any DVDs lately. I haven't been out on the hunt, but there will be hunting. Hopefully today. I hope I can wake up early enough to go for a hunt. All right, love 15. As that goes into the net from Dzumhur, and it's 15-all. That's so cool. There are legit postcards sent to you from all over from people all over. What a lovely thing you have created here. It's great. It's surprising how we got like 180 postcards from everywhere. It's insane. So send your postcards through. I will read them on stream. All right, 15-all. As that goes out from Dzumhur, 30-15. 30-15. The crowd wants more of a match, yeah. 30-15. As the return goes to the forehand of Alcaraz, he hits a lovely slice, drop shot winner. Oh no. Dzumhur got there but put it wide. 40-15. 40-15. As the return goes in the net, and Alcaraz leads 3-2 in the third. Cam, you have a free ticket during their prime. Who do you watch, Gasquet or Monfils? Monfils. It's got to be Monf. Respect Gasquet, but it's got to be Monf. Monfils not even close, yeah. It's got to be Monf. Okay. By the way, Džumhur's got the trainer out on court. Getting his leg worked on. Or his hip. It's his hip. It seems like his hip is a problem. All right. Again, that camera's right in Juan Carlos's nose. It's crazy. Chad, I'll show you what it looks like, just so you can get reference, right? And he's like talking to the. Like, can we get out of Juan Carlos's face? Like, let the man coach. It's crazy, chap. We don't need to be that close. It's embarrassing. Get that camera out of my face. Get that guy out of my face. 3-2. Džumhur's getting a medical timeout, I think. It's bad, chat. This guy is so pale. Who? Alcaraz? All right, so yeah, Džumhur's getting a medical timeout. Who does Alcaraz play next? Shelton. Cam, you need vitamin D. I'm fine, all right, Dr. Chat, all right? My doctor says I'm cool. If Carlos is injured, there is very good for me as a Nole fan. Oh, is that why you're here? Okay. Now it makes sense. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Am I the only one who thinks this? The old Dzumhur doesn't like Nole to looks like Nole. No. Not really. Why is Džumhur having a medical timeout? Because he's hurt. He's got a hip injury, it seems. Doing a wave around the stadium. Carlos isn't injured, it's the other guy, exactly. I hope this medical timeout doesn't ruin the momentum. Well, Alcaraz has not got a break yet, so it's time. All right. I like how we can see Mia move in her sleep from time to time. Yeah, she's just chilling. When was the last time you had a walk outside, Cam? I literally went outside yesterday. When I take her around when I take her for a walk. When I take her out for a walk. You know? I can't say it loud, otherwise she'll get up and go crazy. All right, 3-2. Yeah, we can't say that word out loud. We're back on court. Let's see if that helps Dzumhur get back. Alcaraz 3-2. By the way, this set has taken as long as the first set did. We're only halfway. Spell it instead. No, she's too smart for that. She'll know. She knows. Svitolina in a second set tiebreak, by the way. All right, Dzumhur serves a fault second serve. Alcaraz returned. Slice from Dzumhur goes in. The front of Alcaraz. Dzumhur backhand is a winner. The timeout worked. Love 15. Was 15 love? $15 love. As we return into the backhand of Dzumhur, backhand of Alcaraz, the backhand of Dzumhur. As Alcaraz hits a winner down the line. And it's 15-0. Okay, 15-30. As we forehand now to the forehand of Dzumhur. Forehand now from Alcaraz. Into the forehand of Dzumhur. Alcaraz volleys it down. Dzumhur puts up a lob. It goes in. And then Alcaraz is in the net. Nice lob by Dzumhur. Good hands. And it's 30-0. Great rally. All right. Serve is a fault. Second serve. As return the net by Alcaraz. $40-30. As a backhand rally. Alcaraz backhand slice now. As Dzumhur hits it in the net. Deuce. Just realized Draper and Fonseca has been moved as Longland. No, it's been promoted. It's been promoted to long one. Promoted. All right, return. Into the front of Alcaraz. Dzumhur goes into the front of Alcaraz. Hits a drop shot. Dzumhur gets it. Alcaraz volley lob, but did Dzumhur get it? No, I think he missed it. Did he? No? Did he make it? He somehow made it, I think. Yeah, advantage Dzumhur. That's a great reaction. That was out there. How did that go? That didn't go in. Did that go in? Did that go in? That didn't look in at all. It was in though, I guess. Anyways, advantage. That looked out. Multiple angles. Anyways, advantage. Into the back of Alcaraz, who hits it long. 3-all in the third. Dzumhur hangs in. All right, 3-3. 3-3. All right, serve again. By Alcaraz. It's a fault, second serve. As the forehand goes in from Alcaraz into the forehand of Dzumhur. Forehand from Alcaraz. Again, the forehand of Dzumhur. Alcaraz goes again, the forehand of Dzumhur. As Alcaraz goes the backhand of Dzumhur into the backhand of Alcaraz. And Alcaraz hits it out, I think. Love 15. Love 15. As Dzumhur hits it out, 15-all. All right, 30-15. All right, 30-15. Alcaraz serves again. Into the backhand of Dzumhur. Backhand of Alcaraz sliced in the net. And it's 30-all. I'm turning 60 on Monday. Hey, Mirinda, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. 30-all. Alcaraz serves again. And it's a fault, second serve. Second serve. As the return goes into the backhand of Dzumhur. Forehand from Alcaraz lobbed. Dzumhur with a smash. Alcaraz gets there with the backhand pass. Too good. He knew. He knew exactly what he was doing. All right. 40-30. $40-30. Alcaraz to stay in front. 40-30. Serve to the backhand of Džumhur. Backhand of Alcaraz. Goes wide. We get the deuce. Spin one. Nice. Mrs. Monfils wins. Nice. We get the deuce. All right, advantage Džumhur. First serve was a fault, second serve. There's a backhand now from Džumhur into the backhand of Alcaraz. Forehand from Džumhur to the backhand of Alcaraz on the stretch. Džumhur forehand as Alcaraz gets on the stretch again. Džumhur forehand again to the forehand of Alcaraz. And now Džumhur's in trouble. Alcaraz forehand, puppy. As Džumhur slides it back. Alcaraz with a drop volley is a winner. And we get to deuce. Alcaraz just... Why does he do this? Why is he doing this, chat? Why does he do this? All right. All right, deuce. As the return goes into the backhand of Alcaraz. Backhand now from Džumhur. To the backhand of Alcaraz. Džumhur backhand into the backhand of Alcaraz, who hits it wide. Advantage Džumhur. Advantage Džumhur. It's a break in the third. As we return into the forehand of Alcaraz. Džumhur with a pass. Too good. Okay. Okay. 4-3. All right. Didn't see that coming. I mean, look, I kind of did. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, it's not uncommon for this to happen for Alcaraz. All right. 2 more hours for camp, don't you dare. Okay. All right. All right. A let from Džumhur. He's got the break. As Alcaraz wins a point. Love 15. Love 15. Why do people support Carlos's unknown opponent? He's playing Shelton. Oh, you mean today? Because. As the return goes in the back of Dzumhur. Drop shot is good. And Alcaraz can't get it. 15-0. All right, 15-0. How is it pronounced? Johnny Mack is saying Zuma. Maybe. Anyways, forehand lob is wide by Alcaraz, 30-15. $30-15. As with a fault, second serve. Double fault. 30-0. $30-all. All right. Zuma gets a 40-30. $40-30. $40-30. As he serves a let. As with a forehand from Alcaraz, that's a great shot. Džumhur gets it back to the back of Alcaraz, who hits another angle. Džumhur around the net with a slice, but it's long. We get the deuce. Crazy hitting. And we get to deuce. All right. Deuce. As with a forehand from Alcaraz, that goes back into Dzumhur. As with a forehand again to the forehand of Dzumhur. As we get a forehand down the line from Alcaraz. A winner. Advantage Alcaraz to take the break. Back. To take the break back. Advantage Alcaraz. If Dzumhur is pushing Alcaraz, Shelton should have a chance too. God, I would love Shelton to push Alcaraz. I would love to see I would love a 4-setter, 5-setter. I'd love that. All right, first serve, the fault, second serve. As Alcaraz hits it out in the return, we get back to deuce. get the deuce. As Alcaraz hits a lovely shot, and it's advantage Alcaraz. Advantage Alcaraz. As Dzumhur hits a lovely winner and gets back to deuce. Like Shelton, but Carlos, like Sinner, will be able to handle Shelton's serve. Yeah, I mean, probably. There's a fault from Dzumhur. Second serve. Seven to the forehand of Alcaraz. Forehand from Dzumhur to the backhand of Alcaraz. As Alcaraz with a forehand. Open court. Dzumhur gets there, but it's in the net. Advantage Alcaraz. Advantage Alcaraz. Advantage Alcaraz. To get back on serve. There's a default second serve. Seven to the forehand of Alcaraz. Return goes out. Back to deuce. Serve again from Dzumhur, trying to keep his break. Robin.
Thanks for the awesome tennis. For a treat for me and coffee for you. Again, Gabe yesterday. You are greater.
No worries. Thank you, Robin. That's very generous of you. Appreciate that. Thank you for the nice words. Advantage Dzumhur. Advantage Dzumhur to get to 5-3 in the second. Third. In the third. Serve in the back of Alcaraz. Return to the forehand of Dzumhur. Drop shot's good. Alcaraz gets there. Hits in the net. 5-3. 5-3. 5-3. Okay. This has been a long set. 5-3. 5-3. What was she doing? Mia. Mia. Oh, she's asleep. 15 love. $15 love. So goes the backhand of Dzumhur, and he hits it out. 30 love. And Mia just was like, oh, did you say I could have some food? Did you say treat? Okay. 30 love. Is it a fault from Alcaraz? Second serve. Serve in the backhand of Džumhur. Forehand from Alcaraz. The backhand of Džumhur to the backhand of Alcaraz. Džumhur slice. Alcaraz comes to the net. With a drop shot. Džumhur with a pass. Alcaraz gets it though because he's that quick. 40 love. Carlos is just like, yep, I'm too quick. I'm too quick. 40 love. Too quick. 40 love. To go to 4-5, good ace. All right. Džumhur's going to serve at the third. Draper Fonseca tiebreak fifth set would be my dream. That'd be so sick. By the way, next person who corrects me on pronunciation owes me $100. Draper versus Fonseca 5 sets. That'd be sick. Draper has played good players, Fonz, Monf and Fonz, so it's possible it could go 4, maybe. All right. Dzumhur is going to serve for the third. All right. Serve. Džumhur serves. Return goes back into Džumhur. Džumhur in the net. Love 15. Love 15. All right. 15 all. All right, Džumhur hits it out, 15-30. All right, Džumhur with a slice. Alcaraz with a lob. Džumhur with the backhand goes wide, 15-40. 15-40. To take. Back to break Alcaraz. $15.40. As a return goes out by Alcaraz, 30-40. One saved. 30-40. Serve again. Is a fault. Second serve. As Alcaraz hits the slice off the tape. And then a lovely drop shot by Dzumhur. And we get to deuce. This crowd are getting their money's worth. At least now they are. Now they are. I think Abel Maresma was nervous in the first set. Okay. We get to deuce. As we just serve out wide the forehand of Alcaraz. Return the forehand of Dzumhur. Alcaraz forehand again at the forehand of Dzumhur. Into the forehand of Alcaraz. Dzumhur her backhand. Alcaraz gets it with the backhand into the backhand of Dzumhur. Alcaraz backhand in the net. Advantage Dzumhur to go to a fourth. To go to the fourth. You're changing that guy's name each point? Thank you for noticing. Advantage Dzumhur. As the return goes into the backhand of Dzumhur. Backhand out from Alcaraz. Again, the backhand of Dzumhur. As Alcaraz slice. Into the forehand of Dzumhur. Alcaraz forehand cross is a winner. And we get back to deuce. All right. Set point saved. As Alcaraz is a lovely passing shot winner, it's advantage Alcaraz. Advantage Alcaraz. Advantage Alcaraz. Advantage Alcaraz. As we get a fault from Dzumhur. Second serve. And Alcaraz can't get that one. Dzumhur puts it away. All right. And back to deuce. All right, deuce. All right, second serve. As Alcaraz gets the point. Dzumhur hits it long. And it's advantage Dzumhur. Advantage Dzumhur. To take us to a fourth. All right, backhand goes in to the slice of Alcaraz, who hits it in the net. We're going four. We're going to a fourth. Somebody ruined it in the chat. Somebody ruined it in the chat. Somebody in the chat ruined it. Somebody ruined it. Somebody in the chat ruined it. I don't know who that was, but you ruined it. You know who you are. All right. All right. We're going 4. We're going to a 4th. Okay. Carlos wants to play 3 more hours, 2 more sets. Let's not do that. Alcaraz, by the way, 16 winners, 20 errors in that set. That was so sloppy. 9 winners and 8 errors from Džumhur. Okay. Here we go. Alcaraz is going to serve first in the 3rd. 4th. It's a 4th set. In the 4th. Okay. You should hear McEnroe roasting and complaining about all the tricks that Dzumhur is pulling. Yeah, it's because he wants to go home. He's like, I want to leave this place. All right, 6-4. Over an hour that set as well. That was a long set. All right, backhander from Alcaraz on the stretch. Dzumhur goes into the backhand of Alcaraz. Alcaraz hits it out. Love 15. Love 15. As a backhand return goes into the forehand of Alcaraz. Forehand from Džumhur. Goes long, 15 all. 15 all. $15 all. Serve again. Into the backhand of Džumhur. Forehand from Alcaraz. Džumhur gets it back. It's Alcaraz forehand again to the slice of Džumhur. Into the backhand of Alcaraz down the line. Džumhur puts up a lob. Bounce smash Alcaraz. As we backhand now to the forehand of Alcaraz. As Džumhur goes again, the forehand of Alcaraz, the forehand of Džumhur. Alcaraz, short ball. Džumhur with a slice forehand winner. 15-30. All right. $15-30. All right, as that goes out by Alcaraz, 15-40 Džumhur. The crowd are getting concerned. All right, 15-40. As Alcaraz, good serve, 30-40, one saved. All right, 30-40. First serve is a fault, second serve. Cam wanted to go to bed. Lol, I know. This is terrible. Backhand Alcaraz goes in. We get the deuce. Crazy backhand winner. Deuce. There's a bit of serve again. Into the backhand out of the front of Alcaraz. Forehand now from Džumhur. Into the front of Alcaraz. Džumhur backhand into the front of Alcaraz. As Džumhur hits a drop shot. Alcaraz. Oh no, Džumhur got there and Alcaraz puts it away. Sorry, Džumhur put it away. Advantage Džumhur. What the hell's going on? I don't know what happened. I blacked out. Advantage Džumhur. Advantage Džumhur. Serve. There's a fault. Second serve. Into the forehand of Džumhur. Good return. Alcaraz gets it. Džumhur backhand cross. That's a winner. What are we watching? What are we watching? Okay. Džumhur's got a break in the fourth. I guess. Whatever. Upset brewing? I mean, it's a long way away from that. A few days ago, most people didn't even know how to pronounce his name. Yes, some people still don't. In the chat, I do. But chat don't. I do, though. But I definitely do. I'm not one of those people. I knew his name before the match. But the chat didn't know, so I'm telling him. But I knew. I still know. Anyways, love 15, Alcaraz. Drop my pen. Fuck. I found it. Love 15. As with a fault, second serve. Double fault. Love 30. Love 30. Love 30. As Džumhur serves again. Whoa. As with a fault, second serve. As the return goes in, Džumhur puts it in the net, and it's love 40. Love 40. Love 40. As with a fault, second serve. As with a forehand now from Alcaraz. Into the back of the Džumhur. He hits a passing shot winner. 15-40. 15-40. Still break points. By the way, chat, we're almost at 500 likes. Appreciate that. 15-40. As we return now to the backhand of Alcaraz. Lobbed up and long. 30-40. Serve again. In the backhand of Alcaraz. Forehand from Džumhur. That's a great shot. Alcaraz gets there, but in the net, we get the deuce. We get the deuce. All right. We get the deuce. As we get a forehand now from Alcaraz. Drop shot is in the net. It's advantage Džumhur. Advantage Džumhur. Advantage Džumhur. As a return from Alcaraz to the backhand of Džumhur. Forehand from Alcaraz is a winner. Back to deuce. Back to deuce. All right. Back to deuce. Džumhur serves. The return goes back into Džumhur. Forehand slice Alcaraz. Džumhur comes in with the net with a volley. Alcaraz gets it back. Džumhur volleys it away though. Great rally. Advantage Džumhur. Advantage Džumhur. To go to 2-love in the fourth. As we're backhand now to the forehand of Alcaraz. Backhand out from Džumhur. Into the forehand of Alcaraz. A Džumhur backhand again. The backhand of Alcaraz. The backhand of Džumhur. As Alcaraz comes to the net with a slice, but it's wide. 2-love. Džumhur in the fourth. These night sessions have to start earlier. They have to start earlier, chat. Why couldn't they start at 7 o'clock? Why do they have to start at 8:30? It's 11 p.m. already. Why do they start so late? All right, 2-love. Alcaraz serves. As with a fault. Second serve. Double fault Alcaraz. Love 15. Serve again. In the back of Džumhur. He hits it out. 15-0. Is Carlos tired? From what? Winning? 15. Tired of what? Tired of winning. 15-0. As the return goes back into Alcaraz. Backhand now from Džumhur. Into the slice of Alcaraz. Džumhur slice. Drop shot winner. What the hell is that? Is a beautiful shot. 15-30. Cam, imagine if you were a tennis player, with whom would you like to beat every time? What do you think? Alcaraz is losing. Can we stop spamming that question for the last hour? As with a forehand from Džumhur in the net, 30-0. It's not a bad question. It's just not a relevant question right now. There's just more things going on. That was a great question for the first set, but 30-0. 30-0. As we return now to the front of Alcaraz, he smokes it down the line. 40-30. 40-30. $40-30. $40-30. Now we get the deuce. Alcaraz at 40 unforced errors. Most of them from the third set onwards. Please also scores in the chat. Please do that. Please do that. Blah, 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 blah. As we default, second serve. Second serve. And Džumhur hits a wide on the return. Advantage Alcaraz. Advantage Alcaraz. Alcaraz serves. Džumhur returns a lob, but it's long. All right, 2-1. Alcaraz on the board. Džumhur with a break. By the way, chat, does anyone else notice that Alcaraz always lets his opponents walk past first? Anyone else notice that? That Carlos just is like, no, after you. He always stands there and let his opponent walk past first. Does anyone else notice that? That's respect. All right. Notice that too? Yeah. All right. Apparently Alcaraz has 74 errors. What, for the week or today? It's crazy. It can't be today, right? No, he's only hit 30. All right. 2-1 Džumhur with the break in the third. It's a Rafa thing. What, Rafa's the only player that everyone copied Rafa doing that? Look, it's okay. It's nice to see. Rafa used to do it and Carlos does it from him. Well, good. More people should do it. No, because then everyone would stand there and just look at each other. Anyways, 2-1, double fault, love 15. Love 15. As Alcaraz serves, sorry, Džumhur serves again. The back of Alcaraz, Alcaraz in the net. 15 all. As we just served down to the backhand of Alcaraz, return goes in the backhand of Džumhur. Alcaraz backhand to the backhand of Džumhur. Into the forehand of Alcaraz. Džumhur, no! Alcaraz hit it out and then kicked the ball into the crowd. Carlos is getting angry. And the crowd notice. 30-15. Ooh. Yeah, Alcaraz kicked the ball out of the stadium. Nah. Out of the court. And even Džumhur was like, woo, okay, it's working. 30-15. Backhand Džumhur slicing the forehand of Alcaraz. Džumhur slice again down the line. Alcaraz forehand. There's a drop shot. Džumhur gets it with a lob. Alcaraz going to hit tweener. Džumhur puts away the volley though. 40-15. All right, 40-15. As a default second serve. As the return goes to forehand of Džumhur. Then Alcaraz comes to the net. Džumhur puts up a lob. And Alcaraz with the bounce smash from the baseline. Džumhur gets it back. Alcaraz forehand down the line. Goes in. 40-30. 40-30. All right, still a chance for Džumhur to go to 3-1 in the fourth. All right, Alcaraz gets the deuce. We get the deuce. Can start late today. Get at least 6 hours sleep. Yeah, look, I'm gonna just do my thing. Backhand winner from Džumhur, and it's advantage Džumhur. To be honest, I think that tomorrow we're not. I mean, yeah, tomorrow we're probably gonna be kind of chilling anyway. So we're gonna start late anyway. I think. As the return goes back into Džumhur, that's a winner. What a shot. 3-1 in the fourth. Wow. Okay. Okay. Three 3-1. So tomorrow, I don't know. We might start. I don't know what we're doing. We're watching matches. All right. 3-1. As Alcaraz comes in with a volley. Slice from Džumhur. What a pickup. Alcaraz slices it back. Džumhur gets it back again with a slice. As Alcaraz goes down the line with the backhand winner. What a rally. What a rally. Both players just slice, until eventually Alcaraz hit it down the line. What a rally. Cam goes to bed shortly after this match is over. He'll get 6 hours sleep. Yeah, hopefully. All right, Alcaraz serves. A fault. Second serve. Nole 25th of Alcaraz loses. False. Backhand return. Into the front of Alcaraz. Backhand now from Džumhur goes long. 30 love. $30 love. All right, 30 love. As we return now to the front of Alcaraz. Forehand from Džumhur on the stretch. Alcaraz forehand in the net. All right. Is it a backhand on the stretch from Džumhur? Forehand now slice Alcaraz. Džumhur slices it back. As it a forehand now from Alcaraz. That's a winner. 40-15. $40-15. As the return goes in the backhand of Alcaraz. Backhand out from Džumhur. Short, and Alcaraz puts it away. 3-2. 3-2. Džumhur with the break. Okay. All right. What the hell's going on, chap? What are you doing? What do you think Alcaraz will break? Maybe. Did someone just call us idiots? Wait, who? Who did that? Who was it? Tell me now. Who said that? Who said that? Name names. Mods, chuck them out. What are you going to do when you hit 250K? I don't know. As with a serve now from Džumhur, he's up a break in the fourth. As Alcaraz forehand cross court, Džumhur goes down the line. Alcaraz slices it back. As Džumhur drop shot, Alcaraz backhand down the line. Džumhur puts up a lob. Alcaraz backhand volley. Džumhur slices it back. Alcaraz with a passing shot winner. He's too quick. He points to his ear, Carlos, because he knows, now I'm going to break back. Love 15. Love 15. Love 15. All right. Love 15. As the return the net by Alcaraz, 15-all. $15-all. As we default, second serve. Odyssey. One of my thoughts on Medvedev's struggles this year. I don't know. I just feel like his maybe priorities have changed. I don't know. There's a slice now into the forehand of Džumhur, and then he puts away the winner. And it's 30-15. But now the clay's over, I think Medvedev will... He always does well at Wimbledon, so... I think maybe he might be able to get a good result on grass. Maybe he just got to win a title. I think that'll just relight his fire, you know. 30-15. As the backhand return goes to the backhand of Džumhur. Džumhur in the net. 30-all. Chance for Alcaraz to break back. Chad, do you want to hear the most annoying sound in the world? 30-all. Serve. Into the forehand, Alcaraz. Good return. Dzumhur goes wide. And Alcaraz gets a break point. 30-40. 30-40. As a default. Second serve. As a return from Alcaraz, the backhand Džumhur. Alcaraz forehand. Into the forehand of Džumhur. As Alcaraz backhand cross. Džumhur gets it. Alcaraz backhand again. Džumhur with a drop shot. Alcaraz going to get there. And hit a forehand winner. And Carlos roars to the crowd. He's not having fun. He's getting serious. He wants to finish the match. Juan Carlos is like, about bloody time. About damn time. 3-all. 3-all. Juan Carlos is like, finally, you're playing properly. He is not impressed. Okay, 3-3. As Alcaraz hit it out, but it was in apparently. They're going to replay the point. And Džumhur is annoyed because he knew that he was going to win the point. As the return goes out by Džumhur, and it's 15-love. $15-love. $15-love. As that backhand from Alcaraz goes out, 15-all. Serve. There's a fault. Second serve. 30-15. As the return goes to front of Alcaraz, Džumhur on the stretch. Into the back of Alcaraz, Džumhur slice. Alcaraz volley. Džumhur gets with the pass. It's too good. 30 all. And the crowd love that. 30 all. What a pass. I thought Alcaraz did enough with the volley, but no. All right. 30-all. 3 hours played, by the way. What the hell? Serve is an ace. Clutch. Clutch, clutch, clutch. 40-30. 40-30. 40-30. As Alcaraz hits a volley wide. And it's back to deuce. All right. Deuce. Under the default second serve. As the return goes in the forehand of Alcaraz. Forehand from Džumhur goes wide. Advantage Alcaraz. Advantage Alcaraz. To get the lead. Serve. Into the forehand now. Alcaraz forehand from Džumhur on the stretch. Alcaraz backhand. Into the backhand of Džumhur is Alcaraz forehand. Into the backhand of Džumhur. Alcaraz backhand again. To the backhand of Džumhur. Sliced. Long. Alcaraz 4-3 leads in the fourth. He seems to have regained a little bit of... Hello? Barry, thank you for the $2. Appreciate that. Seems like he's gained a little bit of momentum. Okay. Alcaraz 2 games away from playing Shelton. All right. By the way, still a packed stadium. No one's left. Love that. Can anybody tell me who Dzumhur is? He's a Bosnian tennis player that's been around for a while. Okay. 4-3. Okay. Džumhur to serve. He's down 4-3 now. As the return goes back into Džumhur. Džumhur in the net. And it's love 15. All right. As he serves a fault, second serve. As we get a backhand from Džumhur to the backhand of Alcaraz. Džumhur into the backhand of Alcaraz again. The forward of Džumhur as Alcaraz slice. Džumhur drop shot. And Alcaraz gets it, but Džumhur open court winner. And it's 15-0. All right. 15-0. His return goes into the forehand of Alcaraz. Slice from Džumhur. As Alcaraz comes to the net with a volley. Džumhur with a lob. Goes in. Alcaraz puts it back up for a lob. Džumhur with a smash. Alcaraz, the pass goes wide. 30-15. Alcaraz isn't winning these crazy rallies anymore. $30-15. Hi, Cam. I hope you're happy and healthy. Graham, I am happy and healthy. Thank you for asking. I hope you are too. 30-15. What a wholesome comment. All right, 30-15. Oh, double fault Džumhur. 30-0. Are you smoking pens? All right, back to reality. 30-0. As Džumhur serves. Into the backhand of Alcaraz. Backhand of Džumhur. The backhand of Alcaraz. As Džumhur again at the backhand of Alcaraz. Džumhur down the line. Great shot. Alcaraz gets it. Džumhur volley. Alcaraz can get there. Džumhur with a volley in the net though. Alcaraz too good. 30-40. To take the break and serve for the match. $30-40. It's been another fantastic day of tennis talk. Now I must exit for my match. Good luck, Bradley. Win. You're out of the family. No, I'm just good luck. 30-40. Serve out wide as a fault. Second serve. Serve to the backhand of Alcaraz. Good return. The slice of Džumhur. Alcaraz backhand slice. Into the forehand of Džumhur. Alcaraz pass. Winner. Too easy. All right. Carlos will serve for the match. He will serve for the match. And to play Shelton in the fourth round in a couple of days. All right. All right. Five, 3. One cast for error is like, screw this. He's about to leave. He's like, forget this. Okay. As we're back and return the forehand of Alcaraz. Forehand from Džumhur. Into the forehand of Alcaraz is Džumhur. Slice. Alcaraz hits it long. Love 15. Love 15. Serving to the backhand is let. And the backhand slice goes, oh, off the tape and in by Džumhur. Okay. Love 30. Love 30. All right. Love 30. Serve again. Hey, Galaxy, thank you for the 38 months. Appreciate that. As Alcaraz hits a nice serve, and it's 15-30. $15-30. That's a bit of fault. Second serve. So the back into Džumhur. Back into Alcaraz. The back into Džumhur. Alcaraz flying on the stretch. Džumhur volley. Too good. 15-40. Džumhur to get back on serve. $15-40. As Alcaraz serves. The forehand Džumhur. Alcaraz backhand slice goes in. Džumhur goes down the line. Alcaraz with the forehand slice. Goes long. We're back on serve. Džumhur doesn't die. Okay. We're back on serve again. 5-4 Alcaraz. Five-four. All right. 5-4. Džumhur's going to serve to level. All right. Can Džumhur level? Now Alcaraz must break. Maybe. This is definitely the right match for the night match. Oh, yeah. Yep. All right. 5-4. Džumhur serving to stay in the match now. It's quarter to midnight, I'm pretty sure. As the return goes to the backhand of Džumhur. Slice from Alcaraz. Džumhur volleys. Alcaraz can't get it. 15 love. 15 love. As with a fault second serve. As the return goes back into Džumhur, back into Alcaraz. Down the line is a winner. 15-all. 15-all. Serve again. As with a backhand now from Džumhur into the front of Alcaraz. Down the line's a great shot, Alcaraz. Okay, 15-30. Carlos 2 points away. 15-30. As that goes into the net by Alcaraz. 30-all. 30-all. As Džumhur serves to the front of Alcaraz. Return off the tape goes the backhand of Džumhur. Alcaraz backhand on the stretch. Džumhur gets it again. The backhand of Alcaraz. Džumhur again to the backhand of Alcaraz. Into the backhand of Džumhur as Alcaraz backhand down the middle. Džumhur forehand again to the backhand of Alcaraz. Into the backhand of Džumhur. Hits it out. Match point. 30-40. Match point to take his spot in the fourth round and take on Ben Shelton. The crowd go wild. 30-40. 30-40. Džumhur serves. Into the backhand of Alcaraz. Return goes the backhand of Džumhur. Alcaraz slice. Into the front of Džumhur, who hits a winner. Deuce. All right. We get to deuce. Yeah, Ferrero is not impressed. Juan Carlos Ferrero is like, what are you doing? What the hell are you doing? All right, deuce. Serve. In the backhand of Alcaraz. Backhand of Džumhur is wide. And it's advantage Alcaraz. Match point number 2. Match point number 2. All right. As with a fault from Džumhur, second serve. Second serve as the return goes in the backhand of Džumhur, who hits it out. Alcaraz wins. Alcaraz wins. He avoids a fifth. What a fight, though. I tell you, Džumhur put on a show. After that first set, it looked like it was just going to be an easy night, cruisy night. He worked Alcaraz in the third and fourth. And Carlos is going to play Shelton in the fourth round, coming off a couple of four-setters. Shelton's been impressive. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a fun match. GG's. Carlos hit too many errors in the third and fourth, though. He's got to clean it up. But man, that was getting rough. That was getting that was getting interesting. I think everybody in Carlos's camp is relieved. They're all just like, thank God, that's over. Okay, GG's. Good one to finish on. We've been lucky the last night. 2 night sessions have been awesome. Tomorrow, Djokovic playing a qualifier, so yay. Hey, Azza, thank you for the 5 gifted. Appreciate it. He won't get away with that against Shelton? No. God, I can't wait. Shelton, Alcaraz, 2 of my favorite players to watch. I love it. I love that matchup. They're just two of the most exciting players to watch. I can't wait. That'll probably not... it might be a night session. They might make it the night, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe. Maybe not. Thanks, Cam. No worries. No worries. See you later, DJ. Enjoy. Shelton is a lefty. That is going to be hard to play. Maybe. No worries. Thank you, Ming. All right. Did Alcaraz play bad? He didn't play the best in the third and fourth, but also you got to give credit to Dzumhur, who was really, really scary. After the first two sets, he was starting to get real dangerous. But Alcaraz they can't afford to do that. Like I said, can't afford to do that against Shelton. Shelton will make him pay. If you're leaving, by the way, don't forget the sub. Oh, gosh. I don't know how I'm still awake. Jay.
LFG Carlos, what the hell was this match? I only saw the last two sets. Was Carlos playing bad or did the other dude just raise his level? Thanks, Cam.
No worries, Jay. It's a bit of both. I mean, I think Alcaraz dropped his level and then Dzumhur saw an opportunity and started to play well. And Alcaraz just couldn't make it happen. He just kind of let Dzumhur back in the match. But luckily it wasn't detrimental. But still, can't be doing that. Can't be letting his opponents back in. Djokovic will destroy Alcaraz if Alcaraz plays like that. Maybe. Shelton doesn't have the game to beat Alcaraz. We'll see. We will see. Who are we watching tomorrow? I don't know. A lot of players. We're watching a lot of players tomorrow. Yep, finally over. What a long day. If we didn't have that hour and a half break, been live for like at least 9 hours. Yeah, tomorrow lineup is crazy. No worries, I saw. We'll see you later. Go to sleep, buddy. See you tomorrow. Yeah, I've got things to do. So many 5-setters matches this year. It seems like it, yeah. You look like you're going to pass out. Cam needs professional help. What? Do you think Draper wins a slam? Sure. It's 8 a.m. 8 a.m. All right, chat. I'm getting out of here. I need to sleep so I can get ready for tomorrow and do more of this, whatever this is. But thanks for hanging out. We'll be back tomorrow to do it all again. To watch... I don't know what we're watching. Watching whatever. We might watch Draper. But Alcaraz wins in 4, 6-1, 6-3, 4-6, 6-4. And he is into the 4th round. He plays Shelton in a couple of days. Make sure you're there. We'll probably watch that because I love those two players. But great win. Alcaraz gets through. Avoids a 5th. I'll see you tomorrow.